There is a device that is lurking, and we've seen it in videos and photographs from training camp practices and regular season practices, and I think offseason workouts now too, the Guardian caps. And last year, the NFL was touting the benefits of wearing the Guardian caps during training camp practices. So the next obvious question is, if they're so effective, why aren't they worn during games? And as of last year, the league's position was if a player wanted to wear one during the game, he'd be told, you can't do it. Well, quietly in the offseason, it was in a video presentation the NFL was doing. Dr. Alan Sills just kind of talked about it as if it was a given, as if everybody knew that players can now wear the Guardian caps during the games if they want to. That is a huge shift. And I got to give the NFL credit here. Now, they did it in a low-key way because they understood that it was a 180 from what they said last year. And I think at the core, the idea is, man, these things don't look good. And they don't want fans to say, man, these things don't look good. The game isn't the same on TV. It's a visual. We talked about this the other day. Somebody asked a question about it. It's a visual medium. How does it look? Well, courtesy of the LA Chargers, we've now seen what is going to happen when guys wear these things in games. And I don't think it's a matter of if, it's a matter of when. They have a layer that they pull down over the top that has the helmet logo on it. And frankly, it's not, I mean, yeah, it's the big, you got to get used to it, but think of all the other stuff we've had to get used to by way of helmet design for the past 25 years. And when you go back and watch old games, I'll give you one that you can find on YouTube. Browns Steelers 1989. It's a game that Cleveland won 51-0. Go back and watch that game. It looks like the players are wearing little kid Halloween costumes because it's the old style smooth helmet and basic face masks. It was around 2000. Remember when the first Revolution helmet came out that had that funky face mask and it had a different shape? Like, there's so many different helmets now with holes in the structure and the logos get disrupted. It might be better to just put the Guardian cap on and slap that cover over it. And you get a nice clean look, undisturbed, undisrupted. There aren't all these undulations in the helmet. So look, we got used to that. We got used to the fact that helmets look dramatically different than they did 25 years ago. We'll get used to players wearing Guardian caps, especially when they put this wrap on the outside that the Chargers are using at training camp. And the reason they're doing it is Jim Harbaugh is a firm believer in practicing as if it's a game. I've yet to see any other team with this outer cover on the Guardian cap to make it look like the helmet. The Chargers are the only ones so far doing it because the Chargers practice like they play. Now, as they get comfortable practicing like they play, it becomes a natural extension of that concept to wear the Guardian cap when they play. And why wouldn't you want to do it? If it reduces injury at all, why wouldn't you do it? And think about it. That hard plastic shell, you get injured potentially more frequently while you're wearing it, and when you hit someone with it, it injures them. So it's good for the player who has it on, and it's good for the player who might get hit by that helmet. So let's just get used to it. The pictures I've seen don't make me say, oh, that's not going to fly. Now, of course, there's plenty of get off my lawn folks out there, especially on social media. What a shock. Who think it looks awful. Just play flag football, two-hand touch. Why do you even wear a helmet? We'll get used to this. Because again, I'll submit to you that even though it's, there's more there in the head area than we're used to seeing, it's a smooth line and it'll be a full undisturbed logo, and we'll get used to it. Because when you look at the helmets that we have gotten used to over the past 25 years, it's just part of the game. It's part of what we watch. It's part of what we enjoy, and we will get accustomed to it sooner rather than later. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.